Joining me now is Eric Flores. He's a Republican candidate for the House seat in Texas's 34th Congressional District. Eric, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
I would love to start off the conversation by ticking off some bullet points on your resume. You're a veteran, a former assistant U.S. attorney. Now you're jumping into politics. So to start off, why exactly did you decide to run for Congress?
Great question. So along the trail, I have been saying that I'm not a politician. I'm a service member. I've served this country for over a decade, whether that's in uniform on Operation Guardian Support, in the federal courtroom as an assistant United States attorney with the criminal division in McAllen. And now as an attorney, I represent, several governmental entities. But, what brings me to the race, it's my service. It is, once again, I'm looking to serve this country and raise my hand for the third time to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It is time to send a service member to Congress to support President Donald J. Trump, who I'm honored and privileged to have his endorsement, as well as Speaker Johnson, move forward, this really important agenda, not only for the country, but for the constituents of District 34.
And before we get into some of those issues that really matter most to you, I want to get your reaction to some big news out of Texas over the weekend and see if that changed your strategy at all. Because we saw the results of a special election race in Texas. It was described as a political earthquake. Republicans in your state said that this was a wake-up call for the party. A Democrat flipped a state Senate seat in a district that not only President Trump won in 2024 by 17 points, the Democrat won it by 14 points. So there was an over 30-point swing. And this is a district a Democrat hasn't won in the state Senate in 4 decades. So to start off, what's your reaction there?
Look, when we jumped in this race, it's all about being methodical and deliberate. And that's what we need to continue to do in the midterms. So of course, we lost that race as the Republican Party. But I encourage all of the Republicans in Texas, to definitely be energized, to be motivated, coming into these midterm cycles. It's important that we continue to engage, that we continue to motivate everybody around us to ensure that something like that does not come November 4th.
Do you think that that's a sign for bigger things to come? I mean, does that concern you at all? Because not only were Republicans in your state talking about this, I mean, nationwide, Republicans were talking about this. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was sounding the alarm, other Republicans as well. What do you make of that?
Look, I think it serves as a great wake-up call. It was just a unique circumstance in that this election was held, right? It was a special election. We all know that those circumstances are very, very different. The gentleman who won, he won't even be able to cast a vote. He'll just solely be able to take that, oath. But I have full confidence in the Republican Party, as well as President Donald J. Trump, Governor Abbott, come the midterms in November, that we will get that seat back.